I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. We're first going to start out with this past Sunday, which was the last day of Comic Con. Uh, we saw a trailer for Batman v Superman. It's like something just happened, and it was this. He passed away due to throat cancer. If anybody didn't know, and it's very sad for Nintendo. Because Nintendo is not in the best position when it comes to home consoles. Their handheld market might have always been doing good, but as far as their home consoles, they've been struggling to find a place among the aging gamers, the mature gamers, the gamers that now have kids, the gamers that have graduated from college, the gamers that have their own place, that have their own family. They've been struggling to find a place with them, and they're trying. I won't say that they given up, but they are trying, and I can see how all of that had put a big stress on Nintendo as well as Iwata, that is trying his hardest to turn things around, at the same time battling cancer. This should be a wake up call for Nintendo. You need to look towards your young. The people that are working in your office, the younger ones, you need to look towards the younger generation at your company. You cannot put the stress and the weight of the world on the elderly. You just can't fucking do that, especially when they're sick. That was not fair. They should have made him step down. Um, so it's a very sad thing. I'm not making fun of this at all. It's very sad, but Nintendo really does need to learn from this, because God forbid they put Miyamoto through any more years of trying to squeeze ideas out for reinventing Mario. That is not going to be fair to him, because he's getting up there in age as well. So, they just need to be considerate. So, on a lighter note, I enjoyed Comic Con and all the news that have came out of it. I saw both HD trailers. Actually, they're on the same USB stick that's in my PS4 right now, and I loved them. I loved all the Easter eggs. I saw everything, even the Robin suit. Um, so I wanted to talk about the Robin suit. Right, a lot of people didn't know which Robin it was. It's clearly the only Robin that Batman really like. Okay, he's if he let's just put it this way. It's a possibility it could have been Dick Grayson or Jason Todd. Okay, a lot of people were saying Jason Todd because of what Joker wrote on it, but it could have been Dick Grayson. He could have moved on to become Nightwing or something like that, but we will never know. Not we won't know it intentionally, but I still believe, like a lot of other people, that it was Jason Todd because you know we know we just know. But this is the very start of anybody knowing anything about Batman of this particular universe, and he says in the trailer that he's been doing this for 20 years. Within 20 years, he could have went through 2 or 3 Robins. We don't know. He could have only went through one Robin, because as you know, I believe Dick Grayson, he was between the, I don't I'm just guessing. I don't really know exactly the specific age, but I believe he was between 10 and 13 when he took the mantle of Robin. Um, I know Jason Todd was about the same age. I think all of them were between the same age. Became Robin. Maybe Jason Todd was a tad bit older. Um, but his costume looked just like. Oh, excuse me. His costume looked just like Tim Drake's costume, but where the black was, there was green. Because he took the mantle of Robin right after Dick Grayson, which his costume was red, yellow, and green. So that's just that's what I'm just wanted to point out. And while I'm on the subject, I do hope that the DC Cinematic Universe Batman that we've saw a lot of this weekend, I hope that they have that outfit in here. Now they're putting all the classic stuff. If you go up here, we can see that they even put the old-fashioned movie Batman in here. But I believe it is time for them to put the more modern, up-to-date Batman movie outfits on here. Uh, Everybody's complaining about the DLC that they had to pay. They're showing that they're going to support you by paying what you pay $40 for the DLC season pass. Well, they're showing you that they're going to give you a lot of fucking content, but I do want to see the Dark Knight, um, the Dark Knight Christopher Nolan Batman. I do want to see the Batman v Superman Batsuit. You know, these are the things that I want to see, as well as that Batmobile. While they're putting out all of this different content, you know, make that season pass worth it. Make it really worth it, because there's a lot of hardcore fans that went out and got it. I didn't. Not yet. I'm very tempted to get it, and I probably will very soon. But I want to make sure that everybody else, you know, that's a huge fan of Batman, they're gonna have their fan service, and they clearly will buy that season pass once they find out that they're still gonna get amazing content. So just moving on. Speaking of content, I just wanted to go over this real quick. Again, we get another exclusive bit of content for another game. Now, I would admit Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 looks like complete fucking ass. It looks like garbage. The graphics are fucking shit, the ones that I've saw so far. But it's a Tony Hawk game, and I don't mind buying it just for the you know, the point of skating. Now, am I gonna go buy it day one? I don't fucking think so. Unless they could show me that the graphics don't really look like that on the final project. But for them to be advertising those graphics, you know, that puts a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Especially it being Tony Hawk Pro Skater fucking 5. You put a 5 at the end of there, you expect to be having a new graphical engine and some more shit. And I think they should have just kept it to next gen consoles. But you know, I don't know what's up with him. I know he's older. I know that, you know, I don't know if they got a lot of financial backing to have a new engine. But nevertheless, even though the graphics look like complete shit, and the animations do too, it's still cool that we got some PlayStation exclusivity content coming our way for the people that are gonna get it. So, you know, so whatever. um, so I'm gonna go play God of War real quick. I do want to go show you that Robin costume. That, you know, it's up to you. Somebody did use Photoshop to color it. Uh, you know, when you saw the original image, and Joker wrote stuff over it, over the Robin suit, you could still tell that it was a Robin suit because you could see the R over there. Somebody colored it in. It's beautifully colored. We don't know if that's going to be the original color, but you know, this is probably the same guy that did the coloring for the Batman suit before they fully released their first image of a fully colored Batman, and he was pretty spot on with the gray and black. So, you know, it's only but so many different color alterations you can give a Robin, because these are the three colors that he normally wears: green, yellow, and red. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, we're gonna go play some God of War for the first time. Like I've been saying to a lot of friends, and I want to say this publicly, when it comes to the summertime this year, PS4 has games out the ass. If you think these are the same games that we're gonna be playing all year, well, you gotta be fucking greatly disappointed. You know, we have fucking games. You know, we have fucking games. It was a Godzilla game exclusive to PlayStation systems, PS3 and PS4 came out today. Only on those two systems. We got another PS4 exclusive coming out next Tuesday. And so on and so on and so on and so on. So Xbox is only dealing with 2 months of good games for them. That's how those are the games that they feel are good. Games that they get all the time. You get Halo all the time. You get Forza all the time. Tomb Raider, nobody really gives two fucking god shits about it. They just don't. Um, you know, Call of Duty's exclusive content coming over to PlayStation because they looking at those sales. You know, it's just that's just how it is. It's that's just how it is. Now I'm playing God of War Remastered Collection for the first time. I brought it digital, so of course I could get that theme, and it looks good. It looks good. You know, it's only $40. It has photo mode, improved graphics, 1080p, 60 frames per second. You know, it's something to play. I'm gonna have a big collection of PS4 games. All of the remastered games that I do decide to get, they are gonna be digital. I'm just letting you guys know. All of the newer games, they're gonna be on a physical disc. And yes, I am planning on changing my whole library to resemble exclusives only. Multiplats will be brought if I believe they are worth my fucking time and money. If they're not gonna get brought. And by exclusives, I also are meaning a game that shares spotlight with the PC. If the game is on PC and PS4, and once again, and I believe it's good enough for me to buy, I will definitely get the game. If not, I'm gonna skip it. I skip a lot of games, a lot of different years that I've been on YouTube, and especially Call of Duty. I don't care if it has exclusive content now. I don't care. The game's still getting skipped because I don't like the game. You know? And they pissed PlayStation fans off for many, many years, giving Xbox all of that exclusive shit for many, many years. And now they want to jump on our dick and expect our attitudes to fucking change. That's not gonna fucking happen. Especially since the series itself has gone to ass. You know, they don't even know what to make their storyline about anymore. Fuck, I'm about to take pictures. It's screenshot time, motherfucker. Which one's up? You up first? Fucking legend. And all of this was in-game on the PS3. Fucking legend. Fucking Hercules on top of a Hercules right there. Oh shit. Smash. Oh fuck. Oh yeah. They started it off right where it began or whatever on part 2. And that's fucking awesome. Where it ended on part 2. Oh yeah. Good classic fun, you know. I know it's not a new game. I don't buy a lot of remastered. You can look at my fucking library. But, you know, good classic fun. Got a God of War game, 1080p, 60 frames. That's what I'm getting it for. Now, I'm not a blind idiot like Xbox fans that keep buying Call of Duty and fucking Halo like it's something fucking new. I acknowledge that God of War has came out a lot of times. It only had 3 major storylines, and the other 2 were sequels. I mean prequels. That told you more about the character that a lot of people still didn't really know about. So those prequels were well received as far as you know, characters. My boy Presiding, he about to do what he need to do. Survive. Oh, right through you. Went right through you. Damn. It's about to happen. Look at that fucking water. I gotta take a picture of that. I'm taking pictures out the ass. Fucking game is beautiful. Even to this day. God, it's such a classic. Oh, more minions. You got these putties from Power Rangers Season 2 trying to fuck me up. Damn it. Almost got it. This game is fucking beautiful. God. I gotta love this fucking game, man. This is fucking awesome. I gotta say it really is awesome.